welcome, my beautiful Sagittarians, for your sun, moon, and rising. How are you? I'm so happy to be back. For some of you who have been following my content, you will remember back in the day, and I mean like 10 years ago, I had a YouTube channel, and now we're back. So I'm excited to have this new channel, so please make sure you hit subscribe and follow along. I want to grow the channel and get so many cool things. There's a lot of cool things that are available now that weren't before, so I'm excited to grow. The cards are already talking here, so we're going to get started. But before I do, as always, these are general readings, my lovelies, and also please make sure that you watch for scammers and people online that are pretending to be me. That was a big problem with the last channel. That's why I shut her down, because I'm never going to reach out to you for a reading. I don't accept donations either. The only way you'll be able to get a reading with me, lovelies, is by going to my website, deannabutcher.com. And so that can be how you connect with me at any time. I'd love to connect with you, but I will be responding to comments and engaging here in the community below. So that'll all be me, but I will not be telling anyone about curses or any of that crazy shit. That's not me. Okay? Not me. And certainly if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out through my website, okay? Here we go. All right, so we are surrounding ourselves with loving and healing white light, bringing forward the highest good and the highest light for yourself and everyone involved, asking for love, guidance, and healing. Beautiful, Sagittarius. Okay, so this is going to be an evergreen reading, so just get the feel that, this is kind of what you might be experiencing here in the next 30 days. So if this comes across your feed, this message is for you today. So, and these are general readings as always. So, take what resonates, release and send love to what doesn't, and just enjoy yourself here today. Okay, the decks I'm using are the Citadel Oracle. This is a really cool deck. The link will be below for you to visit my link tree, and you can see all the decks that I have in my collection and be able to purchase them there if you're interested. Okay. The overall feel and the theme here for you, we've got the Twins and Fate. This is really interesting. This is going to be a beautiful time of healing for you. We have the Fate, which says accepting help and guidance, and then we have the Twins, which talks about self-protection and dual natures. So this is really beautiful for you because, I'm feeling this isn't something that you normally would do, would be to accept help, let alone ask for it, right? You may have a young male energy, but as this is a general reading, I'm just going to say masculine type energy because it can be non-denominational here. We don't have to put any assignment on it. It's just this energy here is probably going to be really passionate about your project, about what it is that you want to achieve, whether it's healing, growth in your business, growth in the workplace, educational opportunities, financial abundant opportunities, so investments, whatever this is. I'm actually even hearing life insurance for somebody. Don't know why. Let's just throw it out there. Maybe you're awaiting a payout, or maybe you're wanting to create a life insurance policy, something that's going to be beneficial to your portfolio, whatever it is. And maybe even as we see life insurance, maybe some of you are receiving an inheritance and don't know what to do with it. So I think that this is an opportunity for you to not only accept help that comes and, certainly weed through the information. Some things are going to be taken with a grain of salt. Especially when it comes to additional people, friends, family, in your circle that, everybody has an opinion. But I feel like this could be an opportunity if you're starting to hear enough of something like, here's what you could do, here's what should be done, here's a great healer, here's a great podcast you should listen to, and you kind of keep hearing the similar things. It's time to reach out to those professionals in that field, whether it's a lawyer, an accountant, a banker, but someone you can trust. With that, I feel like you are going to be really figuring things out for yourself in this growth phase. And I talked a lot about growth here for Scorpio and Cancer as well, more so Scorpio. So you might have some of that in your chart. And you may just have someone coming in with that energy that can help you. We do have some control here, and I feel like that might be where some of the Scorpio comes in from, because this does talk about disruption in the home life. We have the Four of Wands present. So this is going to be a need for you to really balance that and find that healthy balance for you. Self-protection was going to be key, and isn't that interesting how we have self-protection over top of the Devil and the Four of Wands? Devil is always, as I say in the tarot, whether it's the devil or death or the tower, it's more dramatic than it seems. It feels dramatic when you're going through it, but this is you releasing the helms of control. It's almost as though these two are like, yeah, they're bound, but they could, walk out at any time. It's a false kind of, it's a false control, the image of control, but really you can leave at any time. And I feel like that this is, and I normally don't see this, but I feel like that the two individuals, when you see them in other tarot cards, and I've never noticed this in this deck actually. So this is interesting. Most of the decks will have the people either facing each other so we can see their faces, or they're facing you, right? The individuals here that are being bound, if you will, are facing you. But they've turned around and are looking at this devil figure. They're looking at whoever's controlling them, and they're like, because I'm hearing, listen, bitch, is what I'm actually hearing. But it's like they've gained their confidence, and they're standing upright. They're strong. It's not, they're losing their power, aren't they? The devil is losing their power, and these people are like, nah, something ain't right. This isn't what it should be. This illusion of, the workplace, the home life, the relationships, the whatever, something is off. And I think that you've been using your feelers, and this is why now it's a need to find help. Queen of Pentacles, a desire for you to really, you might be a mother as well. But this Queen of Pentacles here just talks about nurturing for me right now. So nurturing yourself as you're going through this transition and being kind to yourself. I do think there is a need to move forward and make big changes for yourself. So let's see what that may mean for you, because she's sitting back into her divine feminine, which is really beautiful. Now you may be a man watching this, and that's all right. So you can step into that divine masculine, right? But I do feel like it's important to lean into this feminine energy, and maybe if you are a man, you're being called to lean into a feminine energy as well, where you are receiving, right? And again, so that's accepting help. So that's important, right? To receive. Put yourself in a position to receive. High Priestess in reverse. Yeah, we're not even listening to our guidance. We're not even listening to our instincts, our intuition. So even for some of you, mother's intuition. So reassess that as well, because you do have the ability to assess and find out the truth in situations. So I think that's what you're going to be doing. She's sitting here on her laptop as well. I think you're going to be investigating, digging in a little bit. And as you're learning, right, if you're learning about finances, you're learning about whatever, this could be an opportunity where things are revealed to you as well. And I normally don't get that feeling with the High Priestess. That's the intuitive part coming in. So King of Cups, Nine of Pentacles, Queen of Swords in reverse, Knight of Swords in reverse, interesting, King of Wands in reverse. So we're flanking this energy here with the King of Wands, King of Cups. King of Wands, I feel like when it comes to the control side of it, like, and I kind of feel like split down the middle of this Queen energy, because man, look at this. Okay, we had the High Priestess, we had the Queen of Pentacles, very feminine energy, right? We got the Queen of Swords too. She's in reverse now. Then on this side of the control, we have the King of Wands and the Knight of Swords, both in reverse. This individual, whether it's a boss, a partner, what have you, is really trying to control and be very cunning, or has been in the past, with their words and what they thought they were passionate about. This person or individual here, you've seen their true colors, and they are not as successful. They are not as intelligent. They are not as wealthy, whatever this is. They are not as blank, blank, blank that they say they are. So whether you're dating someone new, or you're, just, there's a facade here that they aren't who you thought they were. So as this mask reveals themselves, you're like, wait a minute. No. That's not okay with me. And this could be as well as you are stepping into your feminine. Now you're realizing for the first time, maybe, that this is a situation. Because the Queen of Swords for you in reverse is like, okay, well, now what do I do with this information? It's you might be in a state of overthinking things right now because you're like, well, and this is why we need the assistance. I need to reach out to those that can help us. So therapy, counselor, teacher, mentor, whatever this is, in whatever area of your life you need to focus on. It's time to really get clear about what the situation is, who the people are in my life, and reset boundaries. Because you set tough boundaries with everyone before, and then now it's like, okay, now that I've set the boundaries, I've had time to explore and understand what the hell's going on. And now I'm seeing people's true colors because I set some boundaries. And it's like, okay, yeah, I'm taking my power back. Yeah, fuck that. Like, done. Right? So this Queen of Swords here in reverse, and I feel like you're not going to be in reverse for very long. You are going to find your voice. And this individual, and like I said to Scorpio, when shit hits the fan for you, because it will, because you're setting boundaries, you're learning, you're getting better, and the controllers hate nothing more than someone who is doing better and who is more intelligent and who is educated, because they lose their power. And I said the same thing to them, to Scorpio. This is you regaining all of that, and people aren't going to know what hit them. So as you gain this confidence and you're kind of in your fury of anger because you just want this dealt with, your fiery nature, which is going to be important to maintaining balance and creating balance in your life, is also going to be something you need to kind of sit back a little bit and act more earthy in this situation. We have that the Queen of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles, even with the High Priestess. You're needing to be in that divine feminine as opposed to the fighter, right? So you're going to need to communicate very clearly but subtly, and with dignity and grace in your situation, because I don't want to burn bridges. I want to cut out, and really it's how they leave. And I said this for Scorpio too. How you get rid of these individuals is simply by being strong and sticking to those boundaries. When they realize that they can't control you anymore, they'll make your life hell for a little bit, but then they're just like, yeah, fuck that, and they'll be done. And some of you are going to have to rip the Band-Aid to finally remove them from your life, because some of these people, bless their hearts, are, and this doesn't come from judgment, but it's the feeling, like really a loser, deadbeat energy. And I don't like saying words like that because it's unfair when you don't see the other side of the story, whatever. There's no judgment, but it just feels like you've been in a really hellish position. And I feel like it's probably fair to say that to some regard in regards to what you've been dealing with. But I feel like you do take this status back, and it's nice to see that you are the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, you've got the High Priestess, so you're strong in who you are. It's just sitting in that power. To the point where the people that once you start to speak, they're going to be very fearful about what you're going to have to say, because you've got all the tea, right? You got all the tea. You did your investigating. You know your shit. You've got everything, and you got the screenshots to prove it. And so on the positive side of what's coming for you, the people that are coming and accepting help, we've got the King of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles. So these are going to be individuals. And just because we got the King of Cups doesn't mean it has to be a man, but this will be very masculine energy, so strong female or male energy. But very commanding, very understanding of the emotions that are behind your situation. So this person could have been through what you've been through, want to see you succeed as well because of what you've been through. They will listen and validate and really help you with your direct situation. So the Nine of Pentacles, when you get the assistance and the clarity, and sometimes it's just validation, from your peers and from others and from the community, from, even just life in general, especially if you've been sheltered for so long or unable to communicate or unable to grow. Now you're recognizing from people that life isn't what you thought it was. It's not as restricting. And now you're going to have this free reign of joy and love and abundance in your life. And these people are going to teach you about what life is really like outside, right? So this Nine of Pentacles, when you realize like you really have something powerful within you and you are creating beautiful things, you have created beautiful things, and you're going to continue to do that. This even for the next year is going to be really abundant for you if you continue to focus and not let these people drain you of your resources. And this could be money. You got the Nine of Pentacles. You want to keep your money. You want to keep your crops here, right? She's planted all of this. She did all the hard work. Like, you're the one that worked for it. Don't give it away. And you're not going to take a loss either. So protect your assets. Protect your ass, okay? And that's going to be important to you too, because you have a right to keep it, is what I hear. So man, this is really bold energy, and this is kind of that tough love for you right now here, Sagittarius. And it's something that hopefully just validates what you know you already need to do. And it's like, there could be this timidness. And gosh, I said the same thing for Scorpio. There could be this timidness of like, well, how do I get out of my situation? Is this, real? Are they right? Am I not successful? Am I never going to do it? You are. And that's the threat of your success is why they've convinced you of such. So you do have this beautiful power that's coming for you, and you're going to you're really going to shine. Whoop. Eight of Pentacles, same thing. Two of Pentacles, things aren't going to be difficult, and it's in reverse. Things aren't going to be too difficult. Seven of Pentacles, beautiful. Things are not going to be this difficult for very long. I think that the next 7 to 8 weeks, 9 weeks. Let's go 7, 8, 9. Okay, so on this, from now, whenever you're seeing this, take a look on your calendar and kind of highlight 7, 8, and 9 weeks from now. And I think that that's going to really get you to the change of opportunity. You're going to start seeing money and abundance flow. You're going to start seeing the efforts pay off. You did all the research. Now, between now and then, you're going to put people in alignment. You're going to learn as much as you can, get information from as many different people as you can. And if it's, say, you need information from, for investments, talk to 10 different people if you have to. Whatever you need to do, get a lot of information and find what the best fit for yourself. Whether you're wanting to go to college or you're wanting to do something, like search all the colleges, all the programs, like what really is going to benefit you, and not necessarily to look at it, and I don't want to be narrow-minded or focused on that. Like, don't just look at how much it's going to cost you. Look at how it's going to improve your life, because the investment into this is going to be worth it. So if you're looking at a lawyer, if you're looking at someone that you're going to have to pay, don't just say, oh, I don't want that person because it's, $200 an hour. Well, maybe at $300 an hour, they get shit done and you're not going to be drug out for 6 years. Like, really look at the quality of the advice you're getting, okay? Invest in yourself at this point. Don't just take the cheapest program at the university. Don't just take the short route because you think that you're not worth of the investment, because you are. You are, okay? Actually, I feel like I need to stop here. I know I normally like to have these videos a little longer, but I think that this is where I need to stop. I think this is just really validating for you that you're going to grow. Things are going to be okay. You're already okay. It's just you're in a state of discomfort because you need to make change. Man, it's the same damn thing for Scorpio. So you're in a position where you're needing to change, that you want to change, and things, again, are not going to be this hard for very long. And really just assess how much you're going to give to this. Remember that the overlying focus here is self-protection. So make sure you're doing good for yourself and protect yourself, because it's time. It's time to do you, Sagittarius. Put all that energy that you've been putting into others, put that into yourself so you can be happy. Okay? All right, Sagittarius. There we have it. That was your reading here for the next 30 days. Thank you so much for tuning in. I love and appreciate each and every one of you. Please make sure you hit subscribe below. Pop it in the comments. You know, what is this for you? How do you relate to this? What is this message telling you? I'd love to hear from you and create this community of love and support for you on this journey. So go and check out Scorpio's video, because I think that will be really good. You'll probably see it on the timestamp of when all these videos were released, so check it out around that time, because it's just an evergreen video. But if you happen to see that now, go ahead, check that out. Yeah, so thank you guys so much for tuning in. Many blessings to all of you. Take care.